An old drawing of people entering or exiting the temple. Some small tithing stones, presumably with lions on them. There people have left offerings. Remember, the more offerings a Buddhist leaves, greater their odds, apparently. This is a line drawing from a very, very old book, it looks like. These are molds, but what they're molds for, whether it was for some kind of ceramic or bread or what, I don't know. That's just plain curious. Some very detailed castings, either of gods or warriors. These may be painting or calligraphy brushes. They're pretty large and pretty floppy looking. Some more molds, but for what purpose, I don't know. This looks like embroidery work, like maybe those are purses. These look like purses, this one here. Maybe even a wallet, what we would call a wallet. Now we're on the second floor. More rooms to explore. This is probably when there's large gatherings. Here we're in a room, I think, that's displaying musical instruments. This is a clapper and a drum. Here another drum. Here are some little cymbals. Here apparently a collection of cymbal type things, whether they give a different sound, each one of them, or not, I don't know. Awesome puppets. More puppets, very stylized ones. Very detailed. What if we get in close and look? Looks like they're made out of thin sheets of copper or brass. Might have been for children. Can you imagine in the past some child revered and prized these particular toys? These appear to be Chinese paintings of children at play or being entertained. Children dancing, all kinds of games. That's probably the mahjong there on the left. These are clappers. They're a very strange flute where apparently you blow on the part to the right, but your fingers work around on those holes for the different size tubes. That would be fascinating to see somebody be able to play that. Drums and cymbals. Now these may be art forms in their own right, or they may be printing blocks. Characters with wires at the bottom, it looks like, that maybe you stuck in cakes or something of that nature. Old clothing designs. Hats. Some ceramic vegetables, perhaps. This is probably an old, elaborate lantern with a mesh outer grill. Ceramic pieces. Probably instantly recognizable to the average Chinese. Very old wood carvings. Some little hint of the paint remaining. Okay, I'm at the intersection where it says Choyang Men, and I'm actually about where the M is, but I'm facing differently. And just wanted to show some architecture here, just down the street from the Dongyue Temple that I was at. But up close you see a very interesting building. And then behind that bus you can almost make out one. There we go. Interesting shape. This is just a large grand edifice. But there's something that's looking pretty darn nifty. Looks like it's at least 3 parts. I'll go by that, I think, in a few minutes. I gotta cross over to the other side, which I think I can do underground here. Here's another look at these 2 buildings. So this appears to be a triangular shaped floor plan that gets increasingly larger as it goes up. That one, just interesting. Reminds me of some of the designs of the big cruising ships. One small look down the skyline of part of Beijing. And here a much closer view of this building. It's going to be a very pretty building. And a view down the other side of the bridge I'm walking across. Water truck's probably designed to knock down the cement dust, because I can just feel it blowing all over me, even feel it catching in my lungs, although I can't really see it. Finally found this. No thanks to DK, and absolutely zero mention by Lonely Planet. This, I think, may be a relatively small temple, saying that without having gone in it yet. The bell tower probably to our right, and the drum tower here to our left. And this entry building that will skirt as it's a temple of some sort. Now we'll enter into the inner courtyard. And this temple is apparently known for its repository of ancient music. For some reason there are 2 nearly identical maps side by side. Some slight differences. There's the other one, and it shows where stairways are, and also wheelchair accessible, so that's a good thing. And you'll notice the bell tower is on the right, drum tower on the left. I wonder if that's a consistent design. You would think so in China. So this is the inner courtyard. Looks like it has apple trees, which is a nice touch, particularly if you're a hungry parishioner or monk. This scripture hall is apparently important because it houses the only Zhuang Jun Zhang rotating scripture cabinet from the Ming Dynasty in Beijing. Interesting, the caisson ceiling here was taken to America in the 1930s, now on display in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I wonder if it's this excessively protruding portions, one on top of each other, that ultimately provides that support for the cantilevered roof. Here's one of the most unique building exterior designs I've ever seen. It's designed to be a fabric that has been, for whatever reason, crumpled. You'll see at the top it's flat like it's supposed to be, and then it's crumpled apparently to accommodate the overlay of this piece here.